Hey, Ben Hanson.
Hello, Jeff Cork.
How are you doing, buddy?
Real good.
So you're a big fan of Japan, right?
Love Japan.
You like video games?
Yeah, what am I missing?
That's basically why you're here. Those are the two things you need for this. So basically, we're going to look at a little bit of footage from Yakuza 0, which is out shortly, right?
Yeah.
It's a really weird game. Kind of people, I think, erroneously say, it's like a GTA clone in Japan. It's a lot different than that.
What do they erotically say?
What do they what?
Erotically say?
Well, funny you should say that. This first mission we're going to look at, we're just going to jump right into it. Let's just say that it's a side mission, and I'm helping an S&M dominatrix perfect her craft. And she's embarrassed to do it in front of the store, so we went to a playground to kind of learn how to talk dirty and everything. That's where we join this mission in progress. So I'm going to show you that and a whole bunch of other crazy stuff for this game, okay?
Okay.
So suddenly these kids come and crash the party, which you would think that would be the end of this particular mission.
Yeah.
But no. So basically, you're given some options here. We're just going to incorporate these children into this sexy time, but not in a sexy way.
Of all the things to show off with Yakuza, why are you showing this stuff off? Is it the most interesting part of the game, or what's happening here? Is this the highlight of Yakuza 0?
No, I just thought this part was really funny and super weird. So we're going to show that. So then
Good
basically,
Lord.
we do that. Then we got like this masochist here. I'm hiding in the corner, right? So this is actually where the unintended audience pays off because I don't want to spoil too much, but this guy's really into this because I've given her some pro tips on how to talk dirty and stuff.
This is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Is this all done tongue-in-cheek? Let's hope it's the cheek.
Yeah.
Okay, so the game is pretty jokey.
The game is exceptionally jokey. It's got kind of a really weird... and then here's another mission here what's wrong with being a pervert, he said. To no one. Oh, this girl here is making money selling her worn underwear.
Now, what percentage of Yakuza 0 is pervy and gross? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What percentage overall?
Yeah, is this like a large part of the game, or is it just like these tiny snippets of a huge game?
Oh, this absolutely tiny snippets of a huge game. I absolutely have cherry-picked two of the like weirdest, grossest parts just to show you from the beginning because I thought you'd get a kick out of it. This game has a really weird tone. So
what is the tone?
The tone? Well, here, I'll show you. You get some like brutal violence from the fighting here. We're going to take on some hooligans here. We've got hooligans. You got thugs. So right here.
You got hoo-ha's. You got hooligans.
Hoo-ha's and hooligans. You see like in the upper left-hand corner, we've got Rush is the fighting style. Each character, you've got two playable characters. Each of them has several playing styles you could go between. So Rush is kind of the one that's based on dodging and countering and flurries of attacks. You've also got like a brawl one and then...
Oh, good God!
Yeah, so there you go. It's some good old-fashioned face stomping.
Normally it's the opposite, where we react too strongly to the sexual stuff and the violence in America we're used to. But that was shocking compared to just talking about panties.
Yeah, this is the person who's running this ring right here. So...
Wait, she is?
Yeah, she's a schoolgirl. She's kind of the ringleader of this underwear business in Japan. So
your PlayStation video storage, Cork, is just filled with panty conversations from Yakuza 0?
Yeah, absolutely. That's my primary... That's why I expanded the hard drive, was solely for this.
And there's also one play of the game in Overwatch where you just stare at a character's butt for too long.
Unfortunately, it happened to be Roadhog because he was blocking the exit. But here you go.
So it's a lot of side quests, and that's where the personality comes through.
And to be abundantly clear, a lot of the side quests are super weird, but they're weird in different ways. Like there's one where you're a producer for a cooking show. You kind of step in and you're an imposter, so people are asking you like all this technical jargon, like you're doing a shoot of like a food program, and then the person says, hey, could you grocer this? And you have like several options. It means to put it up at an angle and everything. So here's some fishing too.
With an eye patch. It's very tough to fish with an eye patch.
This is a different guy.
You play all the other characters?
Yeah, you have two characters that you choose from here.
Okay.
Yeah, and
there are a couple key descriptions when you were playing this game next to me. You said one was, this is like everything I like about Deadly Premonition in a modern game.
Yeah, a lot of that. I think it's the tone. It's not necessarily like, there's not an Agent York style character who talks to himself about pop culture and movies. Yeah. But the side quests, even though like I said, I've cherry-picked 2 of the absolute pervious missions because I thought they were really funny.
Yeah.
But I think overall, the tone is really light for the side quest missions, and they're kind of fun and goofy. Overall, the actual campaign is quite serious. As you see, I'm a professional blackjack player as well. You hit on 13. Come on, give me a break. And then also got some roulette, which I learned this strategy from Wesley Snipes. You always bet on black, which actually served me quite well. I don't want to give you a spoiler here, but
you also were learning how to play mahjong at a certain point.
There's a mahjong game, and I was clicking frantically through it. I still don't think I fully understand how to play mahjong. I'm not completely embarrassed to say, because there are a ton of side activities in this game, and they are surprisingly well done, too. Like, there's a darts mini game that I just kind of dinked around with for the better part of an hour one night, just because it's super fun. There's, like, billiards you could play, and several, like, trick shot competitions and everything. So this is how you get your different fighting styles here, is you kind of walk into a situation where you see 2 characters going at it.
If I had a nickel.
Yeah, menacing thug and sharp-eyed man. So these guys are going out. I'm just kind of blasting through the text.
It's not voiced in English though, right?
No. It's all Japanese with subtitles.
I like that actually. I know it's a cheaper route, but I think it adds a lot of personality.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is a very Japanese game.
I think you once called it Oh Japan, the game.
Yeah, I think that basically summarizes it.
Okay.
It's super insane. This is one of my favorite things, is you see these 2 characters like fighting, and it inspires your character because he sees what's happening.
Okay, so it's like Ignis in Final Fantasy 15 learning how to cook?
Yeah, and then you'll see like in his mind what's going through, like, oh, I could do these moves. So this is another side mission where you're kind of buttering up this lady.
What is that UFO catcher?
Yeah, so I'm in a Sega high-tech arcade, and she wants me to I'm trying to get some information about this character, and I have to take this other character on a date to learn more. So as part of that, you go to a restaurant, and then now I'm going to do a little claw catching stuff.
I love in the background they had actual Sega games. Is that Daytona back there?
No, it was probably Hang On or Outrun, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's Outrun. You could play that.
It is very accurate to Japan, though. I mean, there are these UFO catchers with the Sega logo all over them, all over the place. And over the cool little Dilophosaurus, you go with that, huh?
I've got so many. That's a frill-necked lizard, but I can understand. It's a common error.
Now, what can you do with this?
You give it to her. There's a prize. She's like, as part of this date, she wants you to get her a prize. So then on the walk home, this is another one of those situations where you see 2 characters going at it. This is where you learn the break-in style, because this game's set in the 80s, right?
Oh, okay.
So you have 2 crews of dancers that are going to be fighting each other.
What?
And this is kind of like a martial arts master. So they're...
Are you kidding me?
No!
Oh, yeah. This should be the benchmark for all games. When every game starts development, they should look at the scene and say, let's start from here and move out.
I'm not going to disagree with you, because then he does this. And then in his mind, this is what's going through. He's thinking, I could do all of these things. but it would be me instead.
What if? Holy S, I could be that cool guy.
Yeah. Just by seeing it.
Are we going to get... I thought I was going to show what he was actually doing, and it was just like flopping on the ground.
Here's another mission. So this kid, as he's seeing, I'm scrolling through it really fast, he sees this vending machine that he thinks is really cool, and his mom gets mad at him, and it's in a dark alley. He's like, can you get me something from this vending machine? It's not safe. She's like, oh, yeah, I could do that real quick. So he's like, why did your mom get mad? And she's like, I don't know. She wouldn't tell me why she gets mad about this vending machine. So I'm like, all right. So I decide I'll help this kid out. It seems like a pretty innocent mission, right?
Classic Yakuza move.
It's a classic Yakuza move. Dark alley's dangerous for a kid by himself. So you see, this is Innocent Lad. This is the person I'm interacting with. Oh, it turns out it's a vending machine that sells adult magazines. So I'm going to be buying an adult magazine for this kid.
Oh my God.
So it turns into a stealth mission, though, because there's office workers and everybody nearby. And I had to do a little bit of stealth to avoid their gaze, because it's embarrassing to buy this and everything. So you give it to the kid.
Classic shrink wrap magazine.
He's like, super into it.
Put money in a machine.
It says Innocent Lad. You give him the magazine, and you give this little speech. Right? You have to explain to him that you have to promise that you don't tell your mom. You can't open it until you get home. Don't let your mom see it ever.
What a creep. Don't do it.
Can't let anyone know about it. Only read this when you're alone.
This is uncomfortable, Cork.
And I didn't make the game. Don't blame me. This is the last thing. Don't hide under your bed. It's not as safe as you think. So, innocent lad, you give him the magazine. It's my favorite part. Sophisticated lad.
Once you see one nipple, you become sophisticated.
He's very
I think
sophisticated.
is how that works.
Yeah, exactly. So,
wow. All right.
this game is like, again, I specifically like weird missions like this would pop up, and I was like, oh, I gotta capture this. There's some other super crazy stuff too, but not necessarily buying pornography for children and stuff like that. But it is completely bonkers, and I'm having a really fun time with it. So anyway,
good. The right kind of bonkers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it plays well. Okay, it's not just
yeah. Wow. Absolutely. Like the combat is super fun, and all told, there are 6 different combat styles to choose from. And,
that's all I need.
Yeah.
Also, we should point out that this was captured from your PS4, so 720, pretty compressed. The game does look better than this.
Absolutely. It does not have copyright Sega in the corner when you play the game itself. Anyway,
Cork, I think I'm going to check this game out.
You should. It's super fun, and it's a beast of a game. I'm still playing it for review. So anyway, just wanted to kind of show off some of the weirdness, and there you go.
Thanks for sharing the inside of your pervy mind, Cork.
Thanks for making the game, Sega.